Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm T.
And I'm V.
And today we are
reviewing Power Plant.
Project Power on Netflix.
I can't get the name right.
So let's see what it's all about.
Alright guys. Project Power on Netflix. Listen, I'm sorry, but for some reason, I enjoyed the movie, but for some reason, the title's like not sticking. I went through. Let's go through some, shall we? Planned Powerhood.
7 hours later.
Power Pill. Powerhood Pill. I don't know. The name doesn't stick, and it's probably just me. To be honest with you, I'm having a problem. I'm sorry. Anyways. Let's talk about it.
Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gorden-Levitt, and Dominique Fishback.
All right. Okay, plot. So, I liked where it was kind of... I liked the thought of it.
Mm-hmm. So, the story goes, just so if you're not familiar with the film and you're watching us, so you can see if you want to watch it, Project Power is, from the trailer... It's a pill that you twist and it looks like it has like a little galaxy in there.
Yeah, it does. Like the in Men in Black.
Yes.
On Orian's neck.
So you take the pill and it gives you superpowers. Varying superpowers. It could be super speed, super strength, invincibility, or you can just blow up and it might not work for 5 minutes exactly only. And Jamie Foxx's character, we don't know who he is or what he was doing, but he's on his way to find out the people that are selling this drug on the street. Joseph Gorden-Levitt is a cop doing the same thing.
Dominique Fishback, in the movie she's looks like a high school student.
She is a high school student.
She's a high school student. So I think like some of the powers that came from it, some of them were actually cool, really out of the box.
Well, out of the box or classic powers but with a twist.
Yeah, I guess. So pretty much all the powers you've heard in one way or another, but yeah, some of them are a little twisty.
Yes.
But very cool. But they did go outside of the box. They didn't use the same like super strength.
Yeah, they didn't use it in a way that was typical, and it was, like I said, a twist on all these different powers, classic powers that we've seen in superhero movies before.
Yeah. So in that case, yes.
For originality and usage, I think it was
for sure. Cool. That was original though. How they take the pill and it depends. It's not like everybody that takes this pill gets super strength.
Correct.
Everybody that takes this pill gets speed.
You don't know what power
you
don't know if you're going to get power. Because you could just explode because there is side effects.
Yeah, I did like that. I did like that. That was outside the box. Now, there was some things I guess I missed, and maybe it wasn't catching my attention too much to a point where I just kind of like
zoned out a little bit.
I did zone out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The acting in the movie, I like all the actors. Mm-hmm. Joseph Gorden-Levitt, love him. Yeah. Jamie Foxx, I do like him, but sometimes he's like you said before, he's a hit or miss.
Hit or miss, yeah.
I think he's funny. I think he's super funny. So in the comedic role, this is a more serious one. But I think he did a good job. He was a dad in the movie, and he was set out on what he was gonna do. And I think in that sense, he did a good job.
Yes.
But he did not he wasn't the star for me. Neither was Joseph Gorden-Levitt, actually. The star for me was Dominique Fishback. Yeah, she's playing, I had to look up her age. Because I was not too familiar with her. I know she was in like The Hate U Give and movies like that. I did look her up a little bit. I think she was on Broadway shows, things like that. She had to have been anywhere from a 16 to 18-year-old.
Never would have guessed
high school. So that's kind of the age you give her. I had to look up her age because she looked, acted, and everything like a 15 in that age range. This girl, I looked her up, 29 to 30 years old because they didn't have her exact birthday. So they said she's somewhere between 29 and 30. What? And it wasn't. And first of all, like, she doesn't look 29 to 30.
Unless they did some weird CGI thing. If they did, it's probably the best CGI I've ever seen. So no, I don't think they did it. She legitimately looked in the movie like she was that young. Yeah, I thought they got a kid actor.
Yeah, but she acted too, like that 15 to 17-year-old range. She acted the same way. She was scared when she needed to be scared. She had attitude when she needed to have attitude. Because, kids that age in school.
She looked vulnerable.
Yeah, she was vulnerable. You can tell that she shined for me in this movie.
Yeah,
she made the movie for me. I think she did a phenomenal job. Yeah, great.
She stole scenes from a strong actor in Jamie Foxx. And I honestly think that Jamie Foxx, out of the 3 leads, was probably the lesser of them. Not to say that he did a bad job. I just think that Dominique stole the screen whenever she was on screen. Mm-hmm. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt was very strong in this movie too.
He was strong, but even in my opinion, he was strong, but he wasn't as strong as Dominique Fishback.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he was stronger than Jamie Foxx.
I would say, yeah, stronger than Jamie Foxx, but Dominique Fishback, girl, yes. Good job. Mm-hmm. So I can't talk about her enough, but she did so. I didn't know that she was like my age.
Yeah, she helped us enjoy this movie more.
Yeah, you did good. Mm-hmm. I appreciate her.
And it's funny because she had chemistry with Jamie Foxx, but she also had chemistry with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
In different ways.
Yes, very much so.
Very different ways. But I think every character that she really interacted with, she only interacted with probably about four characters.
Yeah.
And every character, she was able to shift in a way that it made you believe that she was that age, that she was that teenager.
Yeah.
And like when she would interact with her mother, she would act like, that's my mom. Yeah. When she would interact with Jamie Foxx, she would be different with him. Mm-hmm. When she would react with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, it was a different way with him. When she would react with, there was another character at the end, which I'm not going to name, but there was another character that she was interacting with. Again, you kind of saw the transition. She did a fantastic job. Really and when she was scared, she felt like I felt scared for her. Like, she was scared, and she could
cry.
She's great.
In acting, it's hard to cry, and she did good.
Yeah. She did really.
We can't talk any more highly about Dominique Fishback, and we can't wait to see her in other things.
Yeah, she was really, really, and I can't. I'm flabbergasted. Mm-hmm. Just the fact that she's like, I'm 37 and she's 29, 30. So
about 7 years.
I'm like, Jesus Louise, but she doesn't look it. I guess it's the way that they probably did her hair, the way they did her makeup, the way they had her dressed. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that helped. But the fact that how she was acting sold it even more.
Mm-hmm. That's her voice.
Like this movie, it wasn't like the strongest movie I've ever seen. It wasn't the worst by far. I've seen way worse movies. It's a good movie. It's good to see what's going on.
For me, the weak parts were the villains.
Oh, yeah.
The villains were. That's what brings this several notches down. It's like they almost spent all the money on Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and didn't have enough to get stronger actors in the other roles. But man, it was.
Oh, you know what would have been better? Maybe if they made Jamie Foxx or Joseph Gordon-Levitt the bad guy.
Yeah.
That could have worked too. Split them up. I don't even know the villains too well.
I don't even remember the villain's name. Yeah.
I don't remember their names. They didn't catch my attention. One was very
Okay, one was name was Biggie, and I didn't even know that, in all honesty. Played by Rodrigo Santoro.
He was annoying.
Yeah.
But not in a good, like, I guess he was supposed to be annoying. But he was one of the villains, but he was the lesser villain.
I've seen him in other movies. I didn't realize it was him because he looked a lot different. And I actually liked him in other stuff. He's been in Love Actually. He was a voice in Rio. Yeah, he's been in movies.
This wasn't his strong suit. No, that's okay. So you can't win them all, right?
Yeah.
But the villains, and there was another female villain. She was the bigger one, the doctor.
Yeah.
She was the bigger one. Again, nothing like
Nothing special.
But I think if they had taken one of those bigger names, Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Jamie Foxx, and put them in the villain role, I think it would have been a little bit better.
I don't think you needed two villains.
Oh.
This is what I would have done. I would have merged the characters, made them one, put Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that spot, and put the guy who played Biggie in Joseph Gordon-Levitt's spot.
Yeah, because that was yeah.
Right? I think that would have been a better choice in casting.
Yeah.
This is why we always talk about casting when we talk about movies and shows and stuff like that. Is because it's super integral. If you have the wrong person for the wrong part, no matter what you do and no matter how hard and strong that actor is, it's just not supposed to be him.
So I think this movie, was it good? I would say yes, it was good. Could it have been better? Yes, it could have been better.
So the rewatchability.
I would probably watch, if it was on TV and I was scrolling through the channels and there was nothing else to watch on, I'd probably watch it again. And probably solely for Dominique.
Yeah, just for certain scenes in the movie where it was like the action was cool. And the special effects. I gotta give a shout out to the special effects. There was stuff on here that was done super well.
There was good.
There was some
good aspects of the movie, but like I said, like if I was like going through the channels and it was on, I would watch it. I would. It wasn't horrible to me. I just see room that it could have been better.
Yeah.
And one of the big things was I would have like he said, like put either Joseph Gordon-Levitt or Jamie Foxx. Doesn't matter which one. Split them up because they're two really great actors, and you got them on the good side. Yeah. Both of them, and then you have nobody really strong on the other side. Unfortunately.
And I'm sure they are good actors. They've done other stuff. It's just this wasn't their part.
Like, and that happens sometimes. Not everybody, like, hey, you know, even when we do stuff, you're not always gonna like everything we do, and that's okay.
So we have an odd scoring system. It's called a proof system. And we scale it between 1 and 5 boofs. We score it through from 1 to 5. 1 being not very good, and 5 being excellent.
Super fantastic.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh,
awesome. Okay.
Always playing in the background.
So this movie, I would probably give it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. And the only reason why I'm gonna say it again. The only reason why I'm going that high is because of Dominique Fishback. Period. Because this movie to me is just like kind of straight down the middle. Like I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But I would watch it again. But I would say 3.5, and I'm giving that extra little half just for Dominique Fishback's character.
I gave it an extra half point as well just because of Dominique and Joseph. I really like this character, so I'm gonna give it a 3. And it was middle of the road actioner, but with those characters and the strength of their performances, raised it up a little bit for me. It was gonna be a 2.5, but their performances really raised it up.
Yeah.
So
pretty good.
So 3 for me and 3.5 for you.
Anywho, so guys, if you like this review of Project Power, they do it right.
You got it right, yeah! Alright.
If you like this review of Project Power, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, like it, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so you can see our beautiful faces every time we come on.
Follow us on all the socials underneath.
Yeah.
Or above.
Comment a little something, because we like those too. And anywho.
That's our review of Project Power. And as always,
have a great day.
And do great things.
Bye. This is fun. Yeah. So we should tell everybody that if they hear funky sounds of water running outside, that
pouring rain in South Florida.
That's per usual. And that's the gutter draining the water. Project Power. Project Plan. Plan Power. Plan of action. Power. Power stuff. Power pill. That's what it is. Girl, killed it! Killed it! Killed it! Killed it!